We welcome in now Paul Pierce. And Paul, I get to you the same way I've gotten to you throughout. You've lived this both as a Celtic and as a guy who's tried to deal with LeBron James. You were in the building. What, if anything, surprised you about what you saw tonight?
Well, it wasn't much surprise. You know, LeBron was going to come in here and play great. The surprising thing is the role players. You know, Jeff Green filling in for K.Love came out here and really gave him a big lift. J.R. Smith hit some big shots. Tristan Thompson was solid. And that's all LeBron ever needs is a couple of guys to step up because you know he's going to be remarkable. And what he's done is nothing short of spectacular. Getting back to the NBA Finals with this group. He lost his partner in crime, K.Love, another all-star, and to come in here in Game 7 in Boston, where Boston hasn't lost a game, is nothing short of remarkable.
Brown, Rozier, and Smart combined go 3 for 26 from 3 in this game. Those young guys were spectacular throughout this playoff run. Paul, when they take inventory of this game and how reliant they got on that 3, what will they learn about what happened and where it went wrong?
Well, they really rushed those possessions. You know, they fell in love with the 3. I think it all happened especially when they got down. I think they just relied on the 3 too much. They rushed some shots, and it's just something they have to learn from. You know, LeBron pretty much controlled the game in the fourth quarter. They have to learn to get quality possessions. There was a stretch where Jason Tatum, he got the dunk, he got the 3-point, and then he doesn't touch the ball for another couple minutes, and then when he does, it's a turnover. So, you know, this is an experience these young guys have to learn from. They're going to go back, watch the tape, and just build on it for next year. But the future is bright. Nobody even thought they would be here one game away for a chance to play in the championship. So these guys are going to keep their heads high, and it's definitely a learning experience for them.
And they ought to, Paul, because this is ahead of schedule for sure. And they've got a couple of all-stars that were on the bench with injuries. But I'm just curious if you could describe for me, when you're young and it finally gets frantic and you know it's Game 7 and you realize now, oh no, we're behind. How hard is it to manage your emotions, and how hard is it to find that poise when you just haven't been in that situation yet?
Well, you know, I've never been in that situation. In my first 3 years, I never made the playoffs. You know, you got a first-year guy leading them, a second-year guy, and a third-year guy in the moment. You know, this is all brand new for them, being the leaders of this team in a Game 7. You know, I could just see how they can press. They want it so bad that they rush and make mistakes. That's just all part of the game. You know, when you haven't been there in this type of situation, playing against LeBron one game to go to the championship, you could just see how there's a certain nervousness that comes with it when you haven't been in that moment before. So it's just a learning experience. These guys are going to learn from it, get better. And if they get in this situation again next year, whether it be against LeBron or whoever, they'll be ready.
That's great context, though. You had a legendary career, but these guys, these youngsters were doing something that you didn't do that early. So it's silly to expect them to be as poised and as seasoned as the other guys they were up against. Paul, I appreciate your time so much. Appreciate you, man. We'll talk again soon, okay?
All right. All right, Scott.